In this video, I'm going to tell you as simply and clearly as possible what EXP Realty is and how it's different from traditional brokerages. And that's coming up right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Freedom Agents with Mark Brenner. This YouTube channel is all about how to have massive success in real estate sales and parlay that success into a life of financial freedom. If you'd like to discuss joining EXP Realty or just have any questions in general as a new agent or someone looking for a new brokerage, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. All of my contact information is in the description below. Agents reach out to me all the time about making the move to EXP, and I absolutely love it. When you get your real estate sales license, you need to hang your license at a brokerage in order to be able to sell real estate. EXP Realty is a brokerage that you can choose to hang your license at. Now, more or less every single brokerage is the same thing in that they offer some form of training. They all have their own variation on costs to be associated with the brokerage. So that's splits, fees, and a cap. They will all offer you some level of marketing materials. They will all offer some form of a CRM or customer relationship management tool. They will offer some level of broker support, and they will have a certain type of culture. So I'm going to talk about how EXP is unique in 6 of these categories and 2 additional things that EXP offers that no other brokerage does. Many of the differences I'm going to be talking about are made possible by the fact that EXP is a cloud-based brokerage as opposed to a traditional brick and mortar franchise. And for me, it's very helpful to think of a Netflix model versus the traditional Blockbuster model. So for the first category, let's talk about training. Every brokerage you join will have some sort of training or maybe a complete lack of training. The training at EXP is unique because it is virtual. You can take any of the classes online and you will not need to be in a certain physical location to take these classes. Now, there are 2 big benefits in this category for me. Number 1 would be because these classes are virtual, I find I am able to take more of the classes as opposed to when I was at Keller Williams and I could only take classes if I was able to be at my market center at that specific date and time. The second major benefit is that you get to be taught classes by some of the biggest agents in the entire company. When you're at a traditional brokerage, you are typically limited to trainings by some of the biggest agents in your neighborhood or state. Whereas because of the virtual nature of the training at EXP, you can get direct training from some of the biggest producers in the entire industry. Okay, next category, splits, caps, and fees. This will vary at every brokerage. EXP is not the most expensive and it's not the cheapest. The splits are 80-20, meaning you get to take home 80% of your paycheck up until the point where you pay off your full cap, which is $16,000 for the year. There is an $80 a month technology fee, and there is error and omissions fee built into every transaction you do. So this is more affordable than some of the largest brokerages like Keller Williams or Remax, but it is more expensive than most of your extremely discounted brokerages. But I am going to touch on this issue again at the end of the video to talk about a unique difference when it comes to paying out your cap at EXP. The third category is marketing. Different brokerages will offer different levels of marketing to help you succeed as either a buyer or listing agent. This runs the gamut from business cards to brochures, any kind of print or virtual marketing tools that you would need. And I think EXP does a fine job with marketing, though I would say it's in line with many of the most traditional brokerages. The fourth category is CRM. This is the tool you'll use to stay in touch with past, present, and future clients. At EXP, you get to use KV Core for free, which is a high-end CRM that is generally well regarded, and personally having used it, I can tell you it is head and shoulders above KW Command. So to me, EXP ranks as very satisfactory in this CRM category. Broker support is the 5th main category you should consider when picking a brokerage, because as you get involved in contracts, you will have time-sensitive questions that your broker will need to provide you the answers with. Now, thus far, my interaction with my broker at EXP has met my expectations. I always get a response within a few hours, which was similar to my experience at KW. So in terms of broker support at EXP, I think it at least matches all of the other major brokerages in terms of quality. The last category that you'll want to consider will be culture. You will find a different type of culture at each brokerage. And although it is true you typically have less face-to-face time with your EXP agents, especially when we're in the middle of a global pandemic, I have found the quality of the culture and community at EXP to be extremely inclusive, welcoming, and supportive. And the biggest reason for this I've found is that EXP, unlike many of the other major brokerages, you have the opportunity to earn equity or stock and own a piece of the company. And the ripple effect that comes out of this that I see is that when agents have a direct stake in the success of the company, they go above and beyond to help agents who are a part of that company. All right, so those are the 6 major categories that every single broker will offer, but we are going to talk about 2 exclusive value propositions that EXP offers that no other brokerage offers that I think are the main reasons why so many agents have joined EXP in the last few years and why I personally have joined this brokerage. The first major value proposition offered by EXP that is not offered by any other brokerage that I know of is the opportunity to earn your entire $16,000 cap back in stock options with the company. Now, this does require you completing a certain number of transactions and volume in the company, but even just that opportunity exists, in my eyes, completely sets this brokerage apart from all of the other major brokers. And the reality is, if you are going to be a part of the 20% that are successful in this business, because 80% of agents do fail, then you should plan on being an icon agent or an agent who earns their entire cap back in stocks. Now, not only is this exciting because you have the opportunity to literally pay no cap, which is unheard of at any quality brokerage, but you're also potentially gaining equity in a rapidly growing company. EXP just a few years ago traded at around $7 on the stock market and is now hovering around $46. So you can imagine what a stock grant at a price like $7 moving up to now around 46, what kind of financial impact that would have on those agents who have been with the company that long. I fully expect EXP to continue to grow at a tremendous rate, especially because we are still breaking into new markets across the world. So this represents not only an opportunity to pay 0 in cap fees, it also represents an amazing opportunity to create another passive income stream. Now, the second value proposition that is entirely unique to EXP, and I think is the #1 reason why most agents are jumping ship and moving to EXP, is called revenue share. Now, this is a benefit for when you bring other agents, whether they're new or at another brokerage, into EXP Realty, you then get a percentage of the revenue that they generate. So what this represents is an amazing and unique opportunity to create an entirely different revenue stream from your real estate sales business. In fact, there are many EXP agents right now who earn a larger monthly sum from their revenue share profits than they do from their actual sales business. And this truly is the definition of passive income. This is income based on other agents' work. So it's only based on your ability to recruit agents into the company and do your best to help set them up for success. Now, Keller Williams does offer a revenue share model, but it's actually called profit share. And that's an important distinction to make because your profit share at Keller Williams is based on the profitability of your individual market center. If for some reason that year the market center is not profitable, regardless of the amount of agents that you've brought into your downline, you will not receive any profit share. Whereas with EXP Realty, your share is based specifically on the revenue that the agents in your downline will bring in. So these two extremely unique value propositions completely separate EXP from any other brokerage, in my opinion. Not only do they represent an opportunity to create a significant amount of wealth that will not be available to you at any other traditional brokerage, but because these systems are in place, going back to culture, you have a culture of a real estate brokerage where the individual agents own a piece of the brokerage and they have opportunities that make them extremely invested in the success of the company. And this manifests as a great deal of support and enthusiasm about the company. You should not be basing your decision to join a brokerage on what brokerage you think will increase your chances of being successful. This business is all about mindset, and you need to determine within yourself that you will be successful in real estate regardless of your brokerage. Now, knowing that information, the only thing that matters is how much value the brokerage provides you. But there are no other brokerages outside of EXP that I'm aware of that allow you the opportunity to earn your entire cap back in company stock grants and the opportunity to create a significant passive income stream on top of your sales business by way of revenue share. Now, in my eyes, even just the opportunity for these two incredible benefits completely sets EXP apart from any other brokerage and should be a major consideration before you make your decision to switch. Even if you choose not to join EXP based on some other factors, I highly encourage you to at least make sure you're educated about these two unique benefits and why it sets EXP apart from every other brokerage. All right, so that is EXP Realty explained as clearly and simply as I possibly can. I hope you enjoyed that video. My name is Mark Brenner. This is Freedom Agents, and I'll see you next time.